Ahoy všichni, it's Jen from Dream Prague, American expat living in Prague, Czech Republic. Inflation in the Czech Republic is 17%. That seems like a lot. Every month, my bills are skyrocketing. My grocery store receipts are increasing, and my beers keep getting smaller. For those of you who want to visit the Czech Republic, it's probably because you've heard that this country is an excellent value for your dollar, or euro. You've probably even heard that beer is cheaper than water, but you haven't seen my latest water bill. So can you even afford to visit Prague anymore? Today, we're going to find out as I spend my way through the city and take you with me. First, you're going to need a ride from the airport. You can grab a cab to the city center for around 700 crowns, or you can take public transportation. It might seem intimidating at first, but it's very convenient and cheap. Buy one ticket for 40 crowns, validate it, and that ticket is good for the next 90 minutes of travel by a combination of metro, bus, or tram, anywhere in the city. Booking accommodation is where you're going to spend the bulk of your budget. And if you want to stay just footsteps from the astronomical clock, a one-bedroom flat will cost you about 4,500 crowns per night. Or there are plenty of hotels and apartments to rent only a few metro stops from the city center. And you'll get away from the tourists and see how the locals live. You could stay here for around 2,000 crowns per night. Or if you don't mind sharing a room, you can find a bed for as low as 500 crowns at the check-in. Get it? The check-in. This puts you right at the top of Krimska Street, which is what the kids say is one of the hippest parts of town. I don't know. So, are you getting hungry yet? You're gonna need some breakfast. Stop by any Czech pekarství and look for the Czech pastry koláč. Poppy seed is their specialty, but I personally love the blueberry. If you prefer a heartier breakfast with a historical twist, try the Louvre Cafe. Famous patrons include Einstein and Franz Kafka. Or maybe you're just a coffee and go type of person. Do not, I repeat, do not go to some massive American coffee chain. Some of the best coffee you'll ever have is in tiny Prague neighborhood cafes. Now, Prague is a small city, and I definitely recommend you walk as much as possible. But there are other ways to get around. You could go by paddle boat. Not the most efficient form of travel, but the journey's always nice. You could pay to get chauffeured around in tiny circles that are much more convenient to actually navigate by foot. But if you're smart, like us locals, you'll ride the public transportation. A 24-hour pass will cost you only 120 crowns. Plug your destination into Google Maps. It will tell you which bus, tram, or metro to take. But before you whip out your mobile or iPad to use in public, you're going to need a VPN. Thankfully, I've already got NordVPN, so all I have to do is hit Quick Connect and I'm protected. We already know that VPNs are great for traveling abroad. You can stream your favorite shows, never miss your hometown sports, and perhaps most importantly, they protect you from hackers. But did you know they can help you score better travel deals before you even leave home? Because NordVPN adds an extra layer of security, it keeps your browsing data private from everyone, including those pesky booking sites that jack up the prices every 10 minutes before you make a decision. And if they can't track your data, they won't increase their prices. You know what I'm talking about, how the price just magically increases right before you've even had a chance to buy. And NordVPN can be used on up to 6 devices. So buy your ticket to Prague while using NordVPN and score cheaper deals than even the savviest of travelers. This week, NordVPN is offering an exclusive deal for viewers of Dream Prague. To get your deal, go to the link below and you'll get a 2-year plan with an exclusive deal plus 4 bonus months for free. It's risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. It will pay for itself 10 times over and all you'll save booking your trip. Next, we're off to see the sights. And the most famous ones in Prague, like Old Town Square, the Astronomical Clock, Charles Bridge, and Prague Castle, are free. But if you want an even more spectacular bird's eye view, we've got that for you too. There are several towers you can access with a paid ticket. Prague has museums to suit every taste. A ticket to the Jewish Museum includes entrance to multiple incredible synagogues and the famous Jewish cemetery. In my opinion, the ticket is worth every crown. If you need a light snack, a traditional Czech chlebíček, a beautifully assembled open-faced sandwich, will hit the spot. And of course, a worldwide indicator of prices is the cost of a Big Mac. So I went to the McDonald's in the heart of Prague on Václavské náměstí and found a Big Mac for 149 crown. It just so happens that I was traveling to a village outside of Prague, and so I went to a McDonald's there, and what do you know? The Big Mac was 10 crowns more expensive. They've got some splaining to do. You're gonna need a refreshment, and in Prague, that means beer. Most tourists like some good scenery with their beer. And in Old Town Square, you're basically paying extra for the view. We locals like a good view too. We just pay a little less for it. At this point, you'll probably need to use the toilet. Public restrooms in Prague are paid, but they will be clean and safe. You have many options for dinner, and you can get a traditional Czech meal that's usually a large piece of meat and a side and a half liter of beer for around 500 crowns. But did you know that you can also find some of the best Vietnamese food outside Vietnam and at very reasonable prices? And while Pilsner and Budvar might be the world-famous Czech beers, you don't want to miss some Czech microbrews from small independent breweries to cap off your evening. But they're going to cost a little more than water. Okay, they're a little pricey, but I think they're worth it. So what do you think? Has Prague lost its reputation for the best value in Europe? If you think Prague is worth a visit, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And hey, at least when you come to visit, you don't have to pay my electricity bill. Uvidíme se příště. Ahoj.